Afternoon. My name is Dominique Hill, and today I'll be discussing just how businesses can take social issues seriously and just some topics such as like the benefits, the risk involved with not taking it seriously. So, for starters, let's get talking about the benefits. So, as you can see, brand image, customer loyalty, better employment potential, so on and so forth, are all things that can be seen as benefits. When businesses actually approach social issues and integrate those into their social and environmental concerns, then it impacts the company's operations as well as their interactions with their stakeholders. This typically isn't just a short-term investment. It's an investment that leads to social responsibility, which can produce higher financial returns, better brand imaging, and that customer loyalty, like we spoke of. Customers who are also socially conscious tend to buy more frequently from these companies in which their values align. So employees that are not simply motivated by money and instead by purpose, they're drawn to these sound organizations. So that's where the better employment potential come from. This is also beneficial not only for the employees, but for the consumers and the stakeholders as well. Some risk of ignoring social issues includes negative attention from media outlets, maybe some boycott, strikes, just general backlash. If social issues are ignored, it can lead to the costly consequences. So that backlash can then lead to escalation from the media outlets and then gives the appearance of the company just being tone deaf, like they just don't care. These issues may further lead to the boycotts and then decline in the consumer trust for the company and low employee morale. The financial implications can be a result as being too reactive or too dismissive. And, it's just basically what might not need to happen according to what's going on with that current market. So why exactly should businesses respond? Well, businesses cannot just separate themselves from social issues. If a company remains silent, then the complacency just seems, relevant or prevalent. And it in turn can spark outrage from employees, from consumers, and the general public. Brand profitability comes in large amounts from being relatable and reflecting the values of the consumer. So, inequality, climate change, and systemic injustice, all those hot topics are all things that can affect the environment for business operations. Constructive responses are recommended. Stakeholder alignment. Now, this typically means that is the business operating in a way that is agreeable with the stakeholder? Now, effective social advocacy and stakeholder alignment must be centered around meaningful discussion and surround internal teams, core values, and public commitments. This, in conjunction with visible action, does demonstrate to the stakeholders just how the company is handling those issues responsibly. Consistency avoids accusations of hypocrisy, and it also helps the business maintain credibility. Finally, some strategic action that can be put into place. So, excuse me, CSR can indeed be a long-term strategic investment. Companies viewed as forward thinking and sustainable have the ability to foster partnerships that open new doors in different markets and even potentially reach different talents. Solving problems within the community leads to a reduction in the regulatory crackdowns and operating continuity. The act of being authentically socially responsible provides a competitive advantage. Thank you for your time.